process of rowing up, hipping up for my mashed potato season. We have approximately a ½ acre that we have plowed up, and I'm rowing up. And within the next 2 to 3 weeks, we'll be planting a ½ acre of mashed potatoes. Is a little wet, but we've had a very rainy fall, rainy winter, and a cold winter. And down here in the south, where it's a lot of rain, you are taking a chance on mashed potatoes. You got to have a land that'll drain very well, and a sandy type land. We have a sandy loam soil. We are located about 2 miles as the crow flies from an area called Three Rivers. It's where the Red River, the Atchafalaya River, and the Mississippi River come together. So we have soil that comes from all over Northern America and flowed through the high waters through the years. So we have very good soil here, very good land. I am an organic, sustainable gardener, farmer, but I do use some commercial fertilizer. It's still January the 15th. This is my vegetable garden section. It's approximately an acre, and I'm fixing to hip it up, getting it ready for spring planting. And if you look real close right here, I do have some onions planted. They're not looking so good because we had a hard freeze, and I'm hoping they pull out. I do have some daikons on the other end. I got some green shallots on the other end. I got some beets planted, different things planted on the other end. We're hoping the freeze didn't hurt it. We got a late start this season. And you see the land is kind of white looking. It's sandy land mixed with some red dirt. And like I said earlier, this is an area that has been flooded for hundreds of years. So we have soil from all over the United States that's north of us. So it's extremely good soil. As I said earlier, I will use some commercial fertilizer, triple 13 and triple 8 and what have you. But I also use barnyard manure and compost teas and what have you that I make of my own, which I'll show you how I do mine, which is, if you've ever seen it anywhere else, the same thing. You just take your manure and turn it into a liquid, and then I pass it through a spray pump. And I also do some cover crops and what have you for organic matter. I work such a large area to where I have to use some commercial fertilizer because it's just too big to do it completely organically. I'd love to do it organically, but when you're dealing with 4 and 5 acres of garden, and that thing is kind of hard to do. Pastor Maya, we're living off the land. Yesterday we rolled up our potato ground. Today we're going to put out some triple 13 in this ½ acre plot. Always remember this from the wise. Man was lost in the garden, but he was also saved in a garden. Adam and Eve fell in the garden, but Christ saved us in Gethsemane garden. Let's put some fertilizer out. Our rows are approximately 200 feet long, and has approximately 2 pounds of fertilizer in a quart. And for triple 13, I'm wanting to put down about 4 pounds to the 100-foot row, or 3 pounds. So I know from this container how far I can go with it. In living off the land, you have to observe nature and you have to follow nature's rules. And the old time has always said, when you plant one for the worms, one for the crows, one to rot, and one to grow. That's the way nature works. In reproduction, it overproduces to come out with a certain number. So to make sure you don't have a crop failure, you have to overplant. And on the years that it's bad years, you're still going to come out with a good crop. This is taboo in the garden, and I do fight with it a lot. It's called Johnson grass. A man by the name of Johnson, I believe he was from England, if I recall right, brought this back for livestock grass, and it's all in this area. I do fight with it. And I will come back and chop this fertilizer under the soil and plant probably in a week or two or so.
Green onions, some shallots. Yeah. Try winter time.
No, I got it.
Yeah. That's the roots, but
You got the important part.
Wait, I want to pick one more.
Go and feed baby chickens.
I want to pick one more. Hold these. What? Oh. I'm going to try to pick one more. Got it. Oh, man.
Food and all, she got one.
Keep on doing that.
Bring that.
Okay.
Too good to cook with.
We'll pick some more tomorrow with the shovel.
Well, we got our fertilizer down. It started raining while we was putting the fertilizer. We went ahead and put it down in the rain, because the old preacher always said, if you pray for rain, don't complain about the mud. That's Pastor Maya with Living Off the Land.